Time now for business news with Ari Rabinovitch. Hello, Ari, on
Cynthia.
This wet, gray day.
Yeah, it is. I got a window right next to me, and I'm just, oh man, it's dark.
It is dark. Wait till the time change. Okay,
Yeah.
Canada's largest cinema chain has been hit with a significant fine. Why is that?
Well, it's related to something that we see a lot as consumers, especially when we buy things online, Cynthia. So it's one of those little surcharges that we have to pay, a processing fee, a booking fee. You know, so many companies have these sorts of things involved. But the Competition Bureau says that Cineplex's use of the fee, or the way that it was announced to customers when they went to buy their movie tickets, was unfair and constituted what it calls drip pricing. So that means like a lack of transparency for what the final cost would be to buy tickets. The exception to that $1.50 fee would be if customers were part of a Cineclub subscription or Scene Plus loyalty membership, then that fee would be waived. But because of that lack of transparency, Cineplex has been ordered to pay nearly $39 million, Cynthia, as that's what's been estimated is what they brought in from those fees in the period dating back from June 2022 to the end of last year. Cineplex is denying the accusations and plans to appeal the ruling. We'll see what turns out in that one, Cynthia.
Okay, but it's not going back into people's pockets.
No, unfortunately not. I can't imagine so, at least.
Okay. Now, fewer people are drinking soda these days, and that could be why Coca-Cola is pulling the plug on one of its products.
Yeah, there'd be a lot of reasons here, Cynthia, and one could be, well, this flavor in particular wasn't as popular as they thought it would be. So this is the Coca-Cola spiced, or I guess it's just called spice, but it does have like a hint of raspberry to it. Personally, Cynthia, I liked it. Not that it was my favorite, but I don't think it wasn't a lot of people's favorite. So Coca-Cola is discontinuing it. So if you're like me and you want to make sure you have as much of it as you can, you might want to go get what is left. And the good news is Coca-Cola plans to replace it with a new flavor next year. We don't know what it is yet, Cynthia, but we'll see by New Year's. I don't know. What do you think Coca-Cola is going to come out with next?
Honestly, I don't know because I've never gotten into their different flavors. But tell me, are you going to stock up on spiced if you can?
I might. If I see it, I might be like, why not? It could go up in value.
You never know. You never know. Okay. Now, we've talked plenty about the state of the Canadian economy, Ari. Meanwhile, one of the world's economies is also struggling, one of the world's biggest economies.
It's the second largest economy behind the U.S., Cynthia. So in China, global investors have been concerned about China's economy ever since the pandemic because they were, well, one of the last to really come out of those pandemic-era lockdowns, and that really weighed on its economy. And, okay, so it's China's economy. Why does that concern us? Well, China is some of the biggest consumers for things like crude oil, vehicles, especially electric vehicles, all kinds of things that, frankly, we export to China. So it's very important to global investors, including here in Canada, that China's economy does well. We found out today that the biggest economic stimulus package ever since the pandemic has been launched. It's set to boost China's economy, and they're aiming for GDP growth of 5% this year. And investors were very happy about that today, Cynthia. We saw stock markets surge, including in China, as well as here in North America.
All right. Very interesting. Thanks so much, Ari. It's always great to talk to you.
To you as well, Cynthia.